So, a time of year where a lot of people will be embarking on a prep for a show or a shoot, and I think it's always best to speak about just how much time you want to give yourself. Too often people will think, I'll go from an off season, the peak of my body weight, straight into a prep, 14 week prep, and I want to take off 14, 15 kilos. It's just not going to happen. So what I always say is the position that you enter a diet phase will often dictate the end. So let's say, for example, the peak of your off-season weight or your bulking weight, you're probably going to enter a diet phase, maybe say, depending upon whether you're a male or a female, like 5 to 8 kilos, maybe less than that. And when I say 8 kilos, I'm referring to guys that are perhaps assisted who push their body weight up quite a lot. Now, if you think of timescales, the longer that you give yourself to diet, the better, for a few reasons. Number one, obviously, if you are natural, you will allow yourself the most amount of time to hold on to muscle mass as you possibly can. Number two, things don't need to start off pretty mental, and by that I mean you don't need to have starting off a ridiculous amount of cardio. Food itself can start off at a reasonable level as well, because let's face it, if we consider everyone's individual in regards to how much they need calories wise to diet down, but if we take your average bikini girl, of course there'll be someone out there that says, oh, I'm a bikini girl and I can diet on 1800 calories. Well, you're actually an exception. The majority of them will probably need to go below 1000 calories to get in that final condition. So if you started, let's say you had to start off on those calories, say 1000, where are you going to go for the next 18 weeks if that's the diet phase? So it's always just best to determine a starting point of your diet based on where the body is at. So how much body fat are we holding? How much body fat or total body weight do we estimate needs to come off for that last sort of look, or that final look for the show or the shoot or the perhaps holiday that you're doing? And then just giving yourself a realistic time frame. So if you know that perhaps you have a show or a shoot that you want to do and it's 30 weeks away, but you think you've got 20 kilos to take off, it's probably best you start dieting now and understand that, okay, you might need to make some small sacrifices, but your life shouldn't overly have to change. So I just wanted to come on here and back up or reiterate the fact of just being realistic with a time frame that you're dieting on. And if we consider like what would be a good sort of drop in body weight per week, we're at absolute max probably going to take off 0.5 kilos. So in a sense, you're probably, especially if you're natural, you're just not going to lose more than 1.5 kilos to 2 kilos in a month. So I've had some clients in the past, we've maybe entered a 12-week diet phase for the holiday, and they're like, oh, can I take off 10 kilos? And I'm like, absolutely not. We can maybe take off 6. So it's just about, as a coach, just making sure you give clients a realistic expectation of what can be achieved. And then if you are a client, just understanding that be realistic with your time frame, and that the longer you diet for, the better you look. And then also bear in mind, you can get to the point where if you're ready early, you can start reversing out, upping your calories into a show or into a shoot. It sounds amazing, and the look is so much better, and how much fuller someone is great, but often hunger is just super high. But we know when we're doing extremity dieting that hunger will always be high. It's just something that you deal with. So I hope this helps, guys, and if you're embarking on a prep, I wish you all the best.